you're just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's start this week off right. Yo, GMS fam. What's up, y'all? My bad, I put the wrong screen up. This ain't no music review. The green room, what's happening, y'all? I see y'all in here already. Dwayne Isaacs, Trey 979, Aries Baby, GC Mo, Nolan Powers, JJ, Pedro's Thoughts, Lady Aries in the building. What's going on, y'all? It's a beautiful Monday. Back to the motherfucking work week, back to hustling, back to getting to the paper, achieving all the goals that you wanted to achieve today and here on out. You know, we start off every show with peace, love, and positive energy, passing that shit forward to you so that you can pass it forward to others. We keep that green mind state. Shout out to everybody that's sitting here right now. Hey, man. It was an eventful weekend. It was a very eventful weekend. What up, Joshua Pate? What's happening, man? Look, some things went down that we must talk about. Things that I was interested in. A lot of people don't understand. Like when I do these topics, I want to find topics that I'm interested in, things that I want to talk about. I don't like to just do things just because it's trending. I like to talk about things that interest me. And yeah, I'm gonna take it easy on Act today. I'm taking it easy on Act today, because there are some things I agree with him with, even though I am a fan of Freddie. But we gonna get to that after this part. We first and foremost we got to get to this Alpo story. So for those that already know, because I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this knows right now, Alpo Martinez was shot and killed in Harlem, New York, early in the morning. Yes, that is right. It's a developing story. They still have more to investigate and to find out. But Alpo was murdered in his truck in Harlem, the place that he was born and raised, where he started his empire, so to speak, and also where it has left a stain on his name in ways. Now, full disclaimer, I believe that people that aren't a part of that street life shit shouldn't talk about any street politics, street rules, or anything like that. But in this case, he was a part of popular culture because not only was he somebody that people knew in the streets, people knew him in the culture because of the movie Paid in Full. Now, for people that know about the movie Paid in Full, his character was played by Cameron, which I think was Cameron's greatest acting role of all time. I think Cameron should have won an Oscar for that shit. Didn't like that and then that's a younger Cameron as well. You know what I'm saying? Somebody still trying to, really get, real lit out here in the music industry as far as, rapping and all that other shit. But his acting role, I have to give Cameron his props because he played the shit out of that role. Usually a lot of rappers are corny as shit when they when they play a role in the movie because they let their ego get in the way. But this nigga Cameron, I think he's a great actor. I would have loved to see him in a lot more films. But yes, Alpo Martinez was murdered in Harlem in an apparent drive-by shooting this morning with a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle. The unfortunate story of Mr. Martinez ended abruptly early this morning when he was shot and killed in his neighborhood of North Manhattan. Through information confirmed by publicly by the New York Daily News, Alpo was struck multiple times. Hold on, let me move this over so I can be able to read this in front of my mic. Was struck multiple times in the chest by a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street shortly after 3:30 a.m. Martinez was rushed to Harlem but couldn't be saved upon arrival. While obvious surveillance will be revealed in the coming hours by the NYPD, we find it shocking that he had his guard down and was moving around with his bulletproof vest we've seen him in videos on with. At the top of the year, Alpo had been the most requested people to have a sit down with, including Queen's Flip and Vlad being the ones fans wanted to see him sit down with. While that's obviously out of the question now, we're curious how far he got with the documentary he was putting together. Apparently, he was putting together a documentary. And I also want to play that because, like I said, it's better to have somebody else explain it other than yourself in a way. And to me personally, like I said, I don't live by street rules or anything like that. I live by morals and respect. And from what I got from his situation, he was a person that I could take a educated guess and say he didn't have much morals to whatever the code was that they set for themselves out there, as far as the no snitching rule or gunning down your people. As like you said, people that seen the movie, they seen the part where Money Mitch was killed, and they always have that image of who Alpo is that movie kind of displayed it in a way that was real snake-like, real deceiving, real disloyal, and all types of shit. And he's forever had that stain on his name. But regardless of that, he came home after serving 35 years. He was an informant for the feds. He got a lot of people locked up. He apparently committed a lot of murders, which is what he got locked up for. He was released in 2015, and to be honest, it's a different generation. We got guys out here like 6ix9ine who run around the streets regardless of how you feel about that situation. It's like I don't think it's the same anymore as far as like how people can label you a snitch, people can call you this and that, but at the end of the day, people are moving different, and he was able to move around here for some years before this finally caught up to him. Now, we can't say for sure that this was due to things that he did in his past, but I'm pretty sure everybody's assuming that this is what this instance is from. Now, I do want to play this clip for you guys because I think it's important for me to play it because a lot of people do demonize this guy in a way, and honestly, I don't know him personally, and all we know is what we've been told. And I'm not saying that he's a good guy. I'm not saying any of that shit. I know that he did some slime ball shit. I'm not saying that at all. But I think Queen's Flip put it in a good way to where I want y'all to hear this clip that Queen's Flip made of him talking about the Alpo situation, and you give me your opinion on it.
3:28 this morning, Alpo was killed in Harlem. What do you want me to say? I've been getting tweets, messages. We counted about 300 while I was on a flight coming from LA to New York. How do you feel, Queens Flip? I have news outlets calling me, want my opinion. How do you feel? How do I feel on what? How do I feel on what? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to feel? See, a lot of times the public, because when you're confident in what you do, when you are a mediaologist, a word that I came up with, when you are a mediaologist, it never is supposed to be personal. And I knew that, and Alpo knew that. I knew that, and Alpo knew that. This is why Alpo gave me an hour and 40 minutes worth of answering my questions, and I have it recorded.
I want to hear that too.
He called me and said, Flip, I know you recorded that, and we laughed about it. But he said, you know what? I salute you, Flip, because you came how you came. You was true to yourself. You see, I didn't have to kiss butt or be this or be that in order to get what I want. I just had to be true to myself and tell them how I felt and what I agreed with and what I didn't agree with. So how do you want me to feel? You see, a lot of you magnified the situation. A lot of you put these things because of my confidence, because I was talking brash and stuff like that. There's a lot of people, Oprah, Gail, Connie, Phil, all these great people who paved the way for me to even talk on the mic, who paved the way for me to even get comfortable talking on the mic, who talks to these murderers and killers and people who have done crime and get an understanding. A lot of times you may laugh, you may be charming, but that doesn't change the fact of what happened. It doesn't change your principles and morals. That doesn't make you agree with them. It just makes you have an understanding of how they think. You see, we got to stop being mental midgets. And that's a derogatory word. Shout out to the short people. We got to stop being that. You see, while
that was funny. But if you just now tuning in, make sure you hit the like on the way in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you're feeling generous. Appreciate you. Let's keep going.
I was in LA deciding that would be my last battle rap event that I would attend. Shout out to Smack, my brother. He looked out for me, got me out there. But I didn't like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that had nothing to do with the URL. I was extremely dissatisfied, which is okay. I was thinking about my next move. I was out there with Chris Brown, Drake, hugging people and having fun. I come back to all these tweets and calls and stuff and jokes. And I'm asking them, what do you want me to feel? I feel nothing. As a meteorologist, it's never personal for me. I feel nothing. And I'm going to tell you why I feel nothing. But before I tell you why, I can't tell the Porters how to feel or how to celebrate. I can't tell his family how to feel or how to mourn. It's not my place to do that. I have no opinion on that. He gave me all that information because I was tired of playing telephone. I was tired of being a typical YouTuber that doesn't get the word from the horse's mouth. We can't speak to Wayne Perry. He's in prison. I was tired of it. I was tired of just spitting nonsense. And I was one of them that were doing it. So I went and got it from the horse's mouth. And whether he was lying or telling the truth, I got an understanding of how this man thought and how he moved and why he did what he did. And I told him I did not agree. I don't feel it's okay. And I would never feel it's okay. And he understood that. You heard it on streams. You heard it everywhere. You even heard it on the hour and 40 minutes back and forth interview that kind of like an interview that I have. That's one reason why I don't feel away. Here go the second reason. Alpo wanted to go. When I think about it, the psychological point of view, and I think about why, where, who, or what, when, why is he in Harlem? Why is he driving there? Why does he go there? Why does he roll down the window and look at people? Why does he do that? Why is he so confident in doing that? Had nothing to do with police, because that's what you guys want to think. You see, once you leave witness protection program, see, he's supposed to stay there in Maine. Once you leave witness protection program, you're no longer the government's property. My opinion. But he wanted to go. And how do I know he wanted to go? Because I'm about to play some audio for you where he told me, whatever happens, happens. He accepts his destiny. He accepts his destiny. And he also told me that he would trade his life to bring back his mother and his sister. That's what he told me. He was content with death, or looking death in the eyes. He was content. Who am I to tell him not to be? Who am I? Of course, I said, damn, man, why you keep going to Harlem, making people uncomfortable? Why you doing that? It's like, you cocky. Of course, I'm going to say that but I'm not in his mind. My job as a meteorologist is just to understand and get an understanding and do a job and to regurgitate the information to you guys. So, listen. I see people celebrating. I see a little bit of people mad, but I see a lot of people celebrating because of his cocky, bravado way of doing things and going back to the area that he did things in. Mm-hmm. He was aware that it could only turn out one way if you don't leave that area. He was aware of that. And he was content and he was understanding. And that I give respect to. Because me, sometimes when I think about certain things can happen, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go like that. I don't want to do that. But he was content because I feel like the pain, the bodies, the faces, the stories, I felt like it haunted him. I felt like that.
That was the first thing I saw from everybody as soon as the news broke. Rob Rose said from his words, I promise, or he said from his words, people get shot every day, B. You can't make this shit up. That's all I was seeing ever since the news broke was people saying niggas get shot every day, B.
Logical standpoint, I felt like he thought about it. I felt like he said he had 24 years to think about it and stuff like that and become one with himself and become, to accept his fate. And that's what he said. But I felt like it weighed on him. I felt like he wanted to go like that. I felt like he wanted to go on his shield. I felt like he just wanted to go. Why? I don't know.
That's a better question.
That's my opinion.
Let me ask y'all that.
That's my opinion. Whatever day it happened, he says. So I have no feeling. I met somebody. I got to understand him. I was doing my job. Built the rapport. Now, let me state this. That doesn't take the fact that he was funny. That doesn't take the fact that he made me laugh. That doesn't take away the fact that we had conversations on the phone. None of that takes away. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Mm-hmm. When I called him about Jim Jones and Maynard, that wasn't for him. That was for my brothers. And he did that for me because he said, yo, you are true to yourself. You're not trying to be no funny man out here, do none of this and do none of that. You're true to yourself and you're honest with me. See, a lot of people, when I meet them, they trying to get what they want to get. They want to be slick. He said, I am a slick talker. So I know another slick talker, but you are true. You're a man and you stand on your ground. And that's why I respect you. And I appreciated that. What's the lesson that we learned today?
Free Wayne Perry.
What's the lesson that the youth will learn?
R.I.P. Rich Porter.
Sometimes, let me just say this. Sometimes,
shout out to AZ. Hey, what do y'all think about AZ? What y'all think about AZ?
It's okay to just leave. Sometimes it's okay to just move on. What keeps you going back? Knowing what can happen. What keeps you going back? Knowing what will happen. That's something for you to think about. To the youth out there, the streets got no love, and I'm not here to follow these invisible codes of the streets. That's not me. I respect everybody, and everybody should respect me. Take a listen to what Alpo said.
I want to play this audio, but it's really Alpo's voice is low on it because it's recorded through the phone. So I'm gonna play it. Hopefully y'all catch the things that he's saying. If you don't, I'll repeat some of the things that he said on the phone call with Queens Flip. But here we go.
Queens.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me read some of y'all comments. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My apologies. Shy Girl said, the streets never forget. DP said, why try to escape if he was ready to die? Why not just let the bullets shower him? I don't know. I mean, staying in a place where a lot of people hate you kind of seems like you ready to die to me. Regardless if he tried to like pull off or not. I mean, I feel like he wasn't scared of death in a way. Nolan Powers said, I never want to celebrate a person's demise. Poe knew he would have to deal with his past one day. That day came. RP human being. Yep. Shit happens. What up, bro? What up, bro? DP said once the lead started flying, once the lead started flying, he should have put the truck in park. Rob Rose said Alpo was trying to live that life part 2 and got caught slipping. Okay. Alpo is definitely the one. AZ, no. AZ is who played or who was portrayed as Ace Boogie in Paid in Full. That was the main character. AZ Faison is the one that is his real name. Sorry, I should have referenced that in a different way for y'all. But AZ, he played Ace, the main character in Paid in Full. How do y'all feel about him?
But my thing is, there got to be a method to your madness. You're not just saying there got to be a method. You seem like you're very. Now hold on. I asked that in the interview. Was Poe a strategic man? Same thing as far as we talked about dementia when we just said like rocking to sleep. So you got to know that niggas is going to talk. And when they see you and feel away and you taking pictures, that whole picture shit fuck me up. You putting your arm around niggas taking pictures. What the fuck you doing? Why you doing that? If a nigga talk, let him talk.
No, you so scared, Flip. Why are you so scared, Flip?
Who's scared?
Flip, why did that fuck you up? Why?
I just I'm gonna yo, Pop, watch your mouth, nigga. Why?
Queens is crazy.
Why if I'm gonna tell you why it fucked me up. It fucked me up because it's more like you hear all these things, and this nigga got a lot of balls to do that. Who the fuck doing that? Why does? Because the stories become okay. I'm gonna keep it 100. The stories become contradictory. So like now it's like, yo, if we see that nigga. You know, that nigga ain't, he did this and he did that. We ain't fucking with that nigga. But then he's around Harlem taking pictures with niggas and walking around. So it fucks up your mind. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
But you know that he'll do that. That's why you doing it. You're strategic, nigga. Give yourself more credit than you giving yourself. You know what the fuck you doing. No, that didn't just stumble across your lap.
It just goes to show that niggas be just talking. Because, let me tell you something. Niggas my age, you know what they concerned with? Do they got any underlying issues for the coronavirus? That's what they worried about. They ain't worried about me. The ones my age. They worried about their health issues. They worried about trying to hold on to the little bag that they got. And that's what they worried about. But it'll be some older nigga, not the one busting the gun, but giving the gun to the young nigga to do it.
So if you didn't catch that, he was saying basically the reason why he's still around the place that he's around, knowing that a lot of people got hate for him, is because now people are at a certain age where they're more worried about themselves and more worried about their age and their health and making sure their shit is right, opposed to trying to use all their energy or resources trying to go after him. He said they're the type to get the young guys. Pass the young guys off the gun and go do it themselves.
I got it.
Because anybody my age don't got no opinion. If everybody you see on the internet and Facebook, they weren't even there. They're not even old enough. Facts. Yeah. They wasn't even in Harlem. 90% of people that got something, they somewhere else.
Hit that like button, y'all.
I ride around in Harlem and not even get a bullet thrown at me, let alone shot at me.
Well, I think that you're riding around like, you know what you're doing. And I don't think that nobody wants that though. I think that you don't give a fuck. That's it. You know what you're doing. You just don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, but are you not concerned for your safety at all? All jokes aside, like no funny shit. No disrespect.
Listen, why do I have to be concerned with my? Listen, do you know you can lock yourself in the house every day and still die?
I heard about that. Yes.
So what am I? Why am I going to be concerned about something? About something that's going to happen? And listen, it's already written. When it happened, it was supposed to happen.
That's real shit.
It's supposed to happen. Like everything. Like everything in life. It's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm not. Everybody you hear, Flip, that got an issue with me riding around, this, that, and other. You know why they got an issue with it? Because they don't got the balls to do it if it was them. They would be hiding and off the scene. Facts.
Now, for those who didn't catch that part, basically what he was saying was the people that would do something for him are not the type of people to be online or be on the internet talking a whole bunch of shit. Those would be the people behind the scenes who don't got no social media, who really be out there in the streets living that life.
Yeah, this nigga ain't humble at all, man.
He said this nigga ain't humble at all. Look, hey, but basically what he was basically trying to do with that was kind of show you that, Alpo really wasn't, I guess, afraid of what was happening out here. He kind of accepted the fact that this was going to be his fate at some point. You know what I'm saying? More, 9 times out of 10, it probably would have been his fate. So, but of course there's people that don't give a shit and look and view what he did as something to validate what happened to him. And I understand that. I can't dispute that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain rules that people live by. There's certain morals that people live by, and respect and loyalty that people live by that you just can't dispute that, man. And once you have a stain on you, you got a stain on you. So, I mean, that's basically what it is for that shit, man. It's hard when you talk about somebody that like got killed or passed away. You want to finish it with saying like R.I.P., but I really don't know how to finish that. But there's a story on on Alpo, man, and respect to all parties and families that lost loved ones, man, because at the end of the day, regardless of the intended target or whoever it is that is the pinpoint person of it all, there's family that have to deal with loss, and people that actually loved individuals who have to deal with loss. So in that regard, respect to them, and love and light to them, and to the families that got to deal with it, man. So now I want to move on from there. We gotta move on from there. I gotta talk to you guys about a situation that started boiling back up. That's more on the lighter side, man. Something that we can get some laughs out of. Cause like I said here, GMS, the GMS show, we don't like to be all down in the dumps, and we don't like to be too serious around here either. So I want to be able to have some fun with you motherfuckers and get y'all opinions on this shit. Freddie Gibbs and DJ Akademiks have re-sparked their beef. And what I mean is beforehand, see, there was a deal with Freddie Gibbs and Akademiks going back and forth on Instagram. Akademiks went online to say a whole bunch of crazy shit about Freddie Gibbs. That's what came with the quote, hip hop African Americans. I don't know if y'all remember that shit, but he was talking about the jeweler Ben Ben Baller. He was talking about Ben Baller, and he was that was all in his Freddie Gibbs rant. He said, basically Ben Baller goes out here and sells jewelry to hip hop African Americans. He was drunk as shit, by the way. But Freddie went on to sell Teletubby shirts with Akademiks' face on it. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look at this shit. Let me see this motherfucking shit, man. He sold Teletubby shirts with Akademiks' face on it. And that shit, I think, what did he say? How much did he say he made? Let me see. This is it right here. Freddie Gibbs ended up making, what do you say, $50K off of these shirts? $50,000 off of selling Akademiks Teletubby shirts. To me, that's a win, especially in the back and forth when you on the internet going back and forth with a motherfucker. But nonetheless, we got to go to these tweets, man. You got to show you how this shit sparked back up. So DJ Akademiks posted a video of a fight that happened at Rolling Loud in New York between two people. I have no idea who the fuck they are. K Flock and Ron Suno. I don't know who the hell those people are, but they fought at Rolling Loud. Apparently all the young kids know who they are. Whatever. Freddie Gibbs posted and said, I hope you post it when I run into you. And then that's when Akademiks replied with, let's see. Let me go to his shit and show you what he said about this guy. He said, you still tweeting? You could have came to find me already, gangsta. To which Freddie replied, I could have been smoked Akademiks. His hoe gave me his home address months ago. The niggas in LA he was with last week was not going to protect him if I walked in that no jumper interview. I know all of them. God got bigger plans for me, but when I get bored, I'm back on your ass on VL. All right? That's when Akademiks replied, well, shut the fuck up about shit you ain't finna do. Which resulted in Mr. Frederick Gibbs saying, I be letting a lot of niggas breathe the Lord's good oxygen, and they still want to pop it like they not privileged. And then he said, we bike. Go DJ Akademiks. Then he posted this saying, me, DJ Akademiks. And you want to know why he posted that? I'm going to show you why he posted that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Drunkademics, or Hennydemics, as you like to call him. This was his response after the Twitter back and forth with him and Fred. That's the thing. What instance did somebody get soft at? When somebody shoots at you, you're supposed to not duck? I don't get it. I don't get it. If somebody's shooting at you, you're not supposed to duck? Sleepless Chat said, Ak is playing smart. Everything happens to Freddie is going down. Look, Ak is playing chess, okay? He knows that he has security, and he knows that he will be the first person to be on the phone with the authorities if something happened to him, due to him now being on the defense and now wanting to provoke Freddie in a way of, and this is what I mean. I didn't say he couldn't speak on it. For the 17th time, I didn't say he couldn't speak on it. My thing is, the way that he's speaking is inviting things now. You can be on the defense, but if you're not about that life, which Ak says, then you shouldn't be the one inviting it. There's a way to talk your shit without inviting the shit that you are afraid of. That's my whole point. That's my whole point of this entire thing. I'm not saying Ak couldn't speak on it. I'm not saying Ak doesn't have a right to defend himself. I'm not even saying that Freddie should be able to speak about Akademiks whenever. Really, like I said, this, if anybody knows the industry, this is promotion. It's just to keep motherfuckers' names pushing. That's it. But hey, man, I don't think that's commendable. Don't be the person to say you're gonna tell on somebody if they do something to you, and that you're the person that will snitch on somebody, but then try to invite the bullshit. So like I said, and I stand by this, if Akademiks is saying that he will fly out to LA specifically for Freddie Gibbs, specifically for Freddie, just to prove that Freddie is a bitch and a Twitter thug, then what he should do is fly to LA with his security, meet up with Freddie, tell his security to stand back so that he can prove, like he said he's going to do, because like y'all, by y'all logic, when you say some shit, you stand by it, right? The niggas that be in the music talking about guns and shoot shit and gangster shit, you say they got to stand by that. Now, use that same logic and keep that same energy for the nigga you defending right now. Since Ak is the one saying he's going to fly out there, you better make sure the nigga you are defending is going to stand on his word, or else you have to keep the same energy you keeping with Freddie Gibbs for Akademiks. Now, if you don't agree with that, you really are kind of hanging on to the sack a little bit. Because if your logic is that there's rappers out here that rap that street shit and rap that gun shit, but when shit is presented to them, they tuck their tail, keep that same energy for Ak, who is now is voluntarily saying he's going to volunteer his services now. He is going to fly out to LA to meet with Freddie to prove that Freddie is a bitch. Make sure you keep that same energy for Ak. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Now, usually this only goes for an hour, but I gotta mention something else before we go, because now I'm done. I'm done with that topic. I'm done with the Ak topic. I'm gonna end the poll right now too. By the way, I asked everybody who would win in a fight, Freddie Gibbs or DJ Akademiks. 83% said Freddie Gibbs. 17% said DJ Akademiks. Sweet. Now, GMS fam, I gotta mention one more thing before I go. There was something that caught my eye before I went live. I was only going to talk about a couple things, but this shit fucked me up. They are trying to call Michael Myers homophobic. Do you want to know why? Let me tell you. Let's read the story. I'm sorry, I'm not going to respond to any more Ak comments after that. I think I dropped a bomb on that one. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little conceited on that one. I dropped a hell of a bomb right there. I don't know how you can get out of that one, but Michael Myers alleged homophobe for killing gay dudes in Halloween Kills. So the new movie Halloween Kills came out, and Michael Myers killed a gay couple. Now, all of a sudden, Michael Myers is homophobic. I mean, fuck everybody else that he killed. Fuck everybody else that he killed in the movie. I mean, it didn't matter. You white, black, Asian, didn't matter who you was. Fuck everybody else who got them hands. It was specifically the gay couple that made him homophobic. Now, can we please understand that this is coming from the same people that are saying cancel Dave Chappelle? All right? Now, some people got it fucked up, man. Some people got it fucked up. What I was really talking about when I talked about the Dave situation, of course, you know, the easiest route is to try to call somebody homophobic or transphobic or whatever, or try to say that you put everybody in a box. No. There are specific individuals who allow themselves to not see the point in something and immediately use whatever it is that they can to their own agenda. Which is the craziest shit in the world. I mean, I don't know. I've explained this so much that I don't have to explain the Dave shit. Y'all know the Dave shit. Y'all know what went on. If y'all saw the closer, you know how that went. There's no confusion there. There's no need to apologize. Fuck that shit. But this shit right here, Michael Myers is a serial killer. Do you think in all the Halloween movies, Michael Myers gave a shit what you was? I mean, no love. No love to his sister. I mean, he killed his sister, man. Cold blood. That's how he started his whole reign of terror. And you mean to tell me that you mad about this? Oh my God. It was amazing. It was amazing how this shit actually came across to be this way. But hey, we are living in a world now where now we have to speak up. We have to speak back on some shit. We have to speak back. He said so he can kill all the straight people for 40 years, but the moment he kills one of them, exactly. Shit happens. He said, GMS, I disagree with you, bro. This is ridiculous. I don't care. This is ridiculous. Michael Myers is not homophobic. And if somebody comes out with an apology from the Michael Myers fucking directorial crew or anybody, if the man himself comes out with an apology, I'm going to be so mad, man. He said, LOL, man, stuck the light bulb in the black lady neck. Yeah, nobody gave a damn. He said, did they kill him a different way? No, man, he just kill people. This nigga just kill people. He don't care what it is. Let me ask y'all that question. Is the LGBTQ community reaching? Let me see what y'all think, man. You know we ain't going to spend too much time on that. Like I said, look, if you just now tuning in, I see about 180 y'all in here. If you just now tuning in, you need to hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. You know what time it is. For the new people here, this is what we do at GMS. You put a GMS in the comments, and I'm going to shout you out. Even if you didn't participate in the chat today, now is your time. Put a GMS in the comments, and I will shout you out. I promise you, every single one of you. Also, what you are listening to is a beat made by GMS. So what I want you to do is click that motherfucking link that you see pinned at the top in the comments. Those are 5 different beat tapes that I have out on Bandcamp. They're all free for the artists out there, for the rappers, singers, beat makers. It's free. Every single one of them. You can listen to them for free. You can download them for free. But if you want to support, you can purchase it at your own price. From $1 to $5 to 10 to 20. Don't matter. As long as you support, man, I appreciate you. Let me shout you motherfuckers out, man. Where you at? I see you, AP. It's all good, brother. Shy Girl 64 in the building. Team 642. Ralph S. Zorak. Arius Baby G. Young Rain. Shout out to you, my guy. Front page. Black Man America. C. Mo. Will Major II. The NY Bully front page. I see you, baby. Universal Trappers. Brandon Lacey. There we go. I had to fix my sound real quick. Just had to fix the sound for a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? It was a little staticky. Shout out to Lady Aries in the building. Just a little bit of static. Never heard nobody. Shit happens. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell, man. You gotta hit the bell. That's when they let you know when a brother goes live, you feel me? And all donations are accepted here at the GMS Show. This is how we grow, man. I'm trying to get a bigger production. I got a place, I got a cameraman, I got all this shit in place. I just need to make it happen in the financial space. So if you want to support GMS, you want to see us grow, make sure you hit the Cash App, make sure you support the Super Chats, make sure you follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Casmo Star, smoke some too, man. That's another thing that Green Mind State is about. You gotta partake in the devil's lettuce, but always thank God for every day you wake up breathing, you feel me? John Jones, Wonder Man, Joshua Pate, Queen Kels. I see y'all. It's not over. We should end this with a banger, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna end this with a banger, man. I've been making some heat lately. We gonna roll out with this one. GMS fam, I thank y'all. Green Room, y'all really showed up and showed out today. I appreciate y'all for y'all support. Shout out to the new people in here, man. We got to 3,000 subscribers while we was live today. So Green Room, GMS fam, we succeeded. We reached the goal, and now we got to get to that motherfucking 4K, man. So let's keep supporting, man. I thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. What up, my man Zen Master? Go ahead and subscribe to him. Subscribe to the 3Gs podcast as well. Those my guys, man. I'm over there every Friday chilling with them, chopping it up. Always great conversation with them. Theodora NYC in the building. Hey, GMS fam, the Green Room, I appreciate y'all, man. Do your due diligence, spread the word, let people know what's going on. Keep that green mind state, peace, love, and positivity. We out. Peace. Shout out Zorak for the one.